Hello everyone, War History Geek here, and welcome back to another item highlight video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the West German FN/FAL G1 magazine pouch. This West German magazine pouch is the first model pouch of its kind for the Belgian-made FN/FAL German G1 rifle. Now, to give a little background on the G1, also, basically short for the Gewehr 1, was introduced in 1953. The G1 designation was for the rifles specifically made for the Bundeswehr between 1957 and 1958. Now, the rifle only saw a couple years of service with the Bundeswehr, as it was withdrawn from service only a few years later. And this is debated, but it's supposedly out of spite because of the denial of a contract for the Germans to produce them within Germany, because the Belgian producers of the G1 wanted to keep it in Belgium. And pouches have been seen dated from 57 through 60. In my research, haven't been able to find any dated later than 1960, and it makes sense as its earliest being dated 1957 as the rifle was introduced to the Bundeswehr in 57. So this particular example is stamped Larsen 1958, and I'll zoom in here so you can get a look at that. It's kind of hard to see as the leather finish is starting to crack here on the back, but as you can see, Larsen 1958. So there you go. This is actually a particularly early version here. And this is particularly interesting as just an ammo pouch in general, as this was the last widely used leather military pouch by any major military force in the world. Now, as we know, there's still leather pouches being used by, smaller countries. But this is particularly interesting to me, at least, because this was the final massive usage of a leather military pouch. And it's essentially the end of an era. At that point, when this was introduced and then discontinued shortly after, leather military pouches have been used for hundreds of years at that point. So truly an end of an era where they switched from leather to mainly being fabric weave, plastic, and different rubbers. So very interesting there. Just to take a quick look here, you can still, even at this point, see similarities to the Kar-98 ammo pouches used during the Second World War and the pouches used for the Gewehr 98 in the First World War. You have the straps that meet down in the bottom. As you can see, you flip this up. You can open the top pouch. If you look inside here, you have this tightening strap to be able to pull I believe it's to help aid in pulling the magazine out, or also tightening it in there. So interesting there. And then if you see down here, the straps to hook this to your belt unhook down at the bottom as well, as they did on the Kar-98 pouches. And you can also just slide your belt through here. It has similar attachment points, the rivets, just like the German Kar-98 pouches. And then you also have this ring here for different support strap systems. So that's really about it for this military pouch. As I've said in all my other videos, again, this is another item where it's not necessarily rare. This is actually really common. These sell for fairly cheap. I mean, you can find one just about anywhere for $10. But it's a particularly interesting piece because there's a lot of history behind it. It wasn't used for a very long time, and I feel like it's just been undercover. So anyone that's looking for information on your G1 magazine pouch, here you go. This is all the information that I've managed to compile for you. So if you enjoyed my video, make sure to hit the like button, and when you're in that area, hit the subscription button and notification bell. I have plenty of other content coming in the near future similar to this, so stay tuned for that. As I said, that's all I have, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.